The 2026 Lexus ES. We have a lot to talk about here, but stay tuned until the end of this video where I will be sharing with you how you can save on new Lexus vehicles along with other manufacturers. And if you or your family need help in finding the right car for you, you can pay to book a call with me on my website, meynmotorgroup.com, so we can talk one-on-one. All right, let's get started with this new ES. And first, we got to get into this exterior. Comment below, let me know your thoughts. But overall, I am not a hater. I think that this does look sleek and rather good overall. I think in the real world, it will have presence out on the road. However, my issue with this design is it looks too Toyota-ish. Lexus has lost their signature identity. They used to have their spindle grille, and it was obviously different from Toyota's. Well, now this new ES kind of just looks like a BZ4X / Toyota Crown Signia from the front, and it sort of has like that Toyota Crown profile from the side, and the rear end is good. Overall car looks good. I just think that Lexus has lost their identity by blending in design elements with Toyota. And that little stripe down the side, I mean, you know, that's typically a design language that's reserved for very sporty vehicles, and this is definitely not that. So it just looks a bit out of place, but overall though, I gotta say it does look good. Regardless of that, let's just get right into these updates. This new ES has been reimagined as a multi-platform vehicle offered with hybrid and BEV powertrains. And if you're curious about this design, well, it was inspired by the LFZC concept car, and Lexus claims that this offers all-around ride comfort that ES has always been known for, while providing a luxurious in-cabin experience for all passengers. Okay, let's get into the details here. This all-new ES is going to be the second of 3 new Lexus BEV models scheduled to debut by March of 2026. And compared to the previous generation ES, this new vehicle has been re-engineered from the ground up, with key structural elements being redesigned. The overall length has been extended by about 6.5 inches, and the wheelbase has increased by 3 inches, which of course results in a more spacious cabin, but now the overall length of the ES is 202.3 inches. This is a very large sedan now, and this size is almost trespassing onto the realm of full-size flagship sedans like Mercedes S-Class, Audi A8, BMW 7 Series. Those types of sedans are around 208 inches. This being a little over 202 means that this could replace the LS moving forward. I know there were some articles stating that, and that finally makes sense because this new ES has grown considerably. And in addition, the seating position has been set higher to improve the ease of entry and exit, while also providing a wide field of vision. An interesting design choice regarding the interior space is the seats and the trim elements have been made as slim as possible, and the lower edges of the front and side window frames have been lowered to increase the glass surface area. The overall cabin does seem open and airy, like Lexus suggests. It's of course that minimalistic design. We have that massive touchscreen in the middle with very few buttons, or really touch capacitive buttons in the middle, so you're really going to be relying on that infotainment screen for almost everything. Anyway, for the first time in North America, an executive package is available on the ES. Once again, that's something that's typically reserved for the flagship LS. We now see that here with the ES. So once you get that executive package, it's going to offer a more spacious and relaxing rear cabin environment. This package is available on the ES 350e front-wheel drive luxury model. I'll get to the models and the trims along with the powertrains in a moment. But this executive package, it includes reclining rear seats with a passenger side ottoman, rear outboard massaging seats, and rear seat heating and ventilation as well. Regarding the trim, Lexus is utilizing bamboo layering with ambient lighting, same thing with the synthetic leather. They've combined that with the thematic ambient illumination to help enhance the cabin, and Lexus is still offering us the excellent Mark Levinson audio system as an option. Truly one of the best audio systems, and they are going for that 3-dimensional or quote-unquote 3D soundstage in the cabin. And the cockpit of this new ES, it's designed on the Lexus's Tazuna concept, which features a driver-focused interior layout. And some of the Tazuna elements include a low-profile meter hood housing a uniquely shaped 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster, and this should enable smooth eye movement, and it should create a open and airy feel in the driver's seat. Lexus also says that a special coating enhances the surface quality, while the combination of suede materials and ambient lighting further quote-unquote deepens the expression of the Tazuna concept. Okay, we also get the latest Lexus infotainment screen. It's a 14-inch display with standard wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto, and it also has simultaneous dual Bluetooth phone connectivity. The new Lexus ES multimedia system, it allows you to have a new on-screen home button and split screen capability. You also get a native voice assistant with improved, quicker response times. We also have native navigation and map functionality that are now integrated into the digital gauge cluster. Lexus says that they have maintained the ES's signature strengths, which include quietness and ride comfort. That's good, they better. And this vehicle, it's built on the redesigned TNGA GAK platform, developed specifically to accommodate both hybrid and BEV powertrains. Rigidity has been significantly increased in the front, floor, and rear. These enhancements reduce body vibrations and enables sharp, intuitive steering, along with smooth acceleration and deceleration. Lexus says that the result is an agile and responsive driving feel that should defy the vehicle size. And for their sake, I hope so, because the full EVs do weigh quite a lot. But for the first time in an ES, a multi-link rear suspension has been adopted, and this should help to improve both power delivery to the ground and vehicle posture control as well. But regarding the front, we still have a McPherson strut front suspension. All right, now let's get into the trim levels and the drivetrains that you can expect. Okay, starting with the ES350H, this is going to be your hybrid. Okay, it comes in front-wheel drive, but you are able to option in all-wheel drive if you want. This is the 6th generation 2.5-liter hybrid system, and it features an integrated e-axle combining the power control unit and transaxle, contributing to a more compact and lightweight powertrain, while also achieving higher battery output. Additionally, the reinforced rigidity of the power unit helps to suppress vibrations, contributing to a quieter and more refined cabin experience. And if this is all true, great. As long as the vehicle is quiet and smooth, I am not going to personally miss the naturally aspirated V6 engine. I've driven the all-new Camry and the new Crown. I like both vehicles for sure. The hybrid system is great. I did notice that the Crown is better still. The Crown was a rather refined driving experience, superior to the Camry, and if this ES is truly better than that, then we have no issues here. Some sources are estimating that this ES350H hybrid will have about 244 horsepower. A front-wheel drive ES350H will weigh about 4,012 pounds. The all-wheel drive ES350H hybrid will be 4,268 pounds. 0 to 60 on the regular Toyota Crowns, it's between 7.1 and 7.6 seconds, depending on which source you quote. And the regular Crowns, they weigh about 4,000 pounds as well and come with all-wheel drive as standard. Okay, now real quick on a global press release from Lexus, it actually says that the hybrid ES350H will do 0 to 60 in about 7.8 to 8 seconds flat. That is kind of pathetic, slower than the Crown that I just mentioned. Regarding the pure EV models, the ES350e front-wheel drive will do 60 in about 8.9 seconds, and the ES500e all-electric about 5.9 seconds. And that's really 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, which is like 0 to 62 miles per hour, but you know what I mean. Anyway, there's also charge time estimates as well. Under perfect conditions, or about 25 degrees Celsius, you can charge the full EVs from 10 to 80% in approximately 30 minutes using a DC fast charger with a max charging speed of 150 kilowatts. Once again, 30 minutes, rather slow. Competing products are able to do, in the low 20-minute range for sure. These numbers are kind of sad. Anyway, moving on. Now, next up, we have the two pure EV models. We have the ES350e and the ES500e. The ES350e, that's going to be your entry-level EV with front-wheel drive. The ES500e That's going to be the higher performance model with all-wheel drive. A large capacity battery is positioned beneath the floor to lower the center of gravity and to enhance the driving stability. Furthermore, the ES500E, it's equipped with the Direct 4 all-wheel drive system. It's an intelligent all-wheel drive system that continuously adjusts the torque distribution to all four wheels based on the road conditions and driving inputs. This Direct 4 all-wheel drive system should enhance acceleration from a standstill and provide greater handling stability, and should also contribute to pretty good energy efficiency as well. Regarding the entry-level ES350E, it should have a range of around 300 miles when equipped with the 19-inch wheels. The front-wheel drive ES350E fully electric model will weigh about 4,640 pounds. The all-wheel drive ES500E about 4,861 pounds. Yeah, I really hope the chassis and suspension enhancements really help out, because this is quite the heavy vehicle. Of course, most people will just stick with the regular hybrid, I'm sure. But, you know, some people like to take advantage of the cheap EV leases, so I hope this does drive exceptionally well in the corners. For the ES350E, horsepower estimates are around 221 to 224 horsepower, and for the ES500E, some sources claim that it should be making about 338 to 343 horsepower. But again, we'll have to see about that. The wheel sizes, they range between 19 inches to 21 inches. For the fully electric ES. For the ES350H hybrid, it's only got the 19-inch wheels for now. This 2026 ES, this is going to be the first Lexus model to receive the Lexus Safety System Plus 4.0. This is the newest version of Lexus's active safety suite, and we're also going to see improvements and updates to the hardware and the detection capabilities as well. More details will be unveiled closer to the launch of this vehicle, and the 2026 ES, it should go on sale next year for the United States market. That's all the information that we have. Once again, comment below, let me know your thoughts. This new ES is of course going to be more spacious and practical on the inside compared to the outgoing model due to just how much larger it's gotten, but it would have been nice to see some more physical buttons and switches for the HVAC, and also an exterior design language that really differentiates itself from the Toyota family. That would have been nice to see as well, but once again, I'm really not hating on this. I think in person, this is going to look really nice, and it's going to have a lot of presence as well. But are you sad that the V6 engine is gone? Personally, as long as the hybrid performs really well, I don't really care. I mean, the outgoing ES, the hybrid system is really smooth and really quiet, at least in the ultra luxury trim level. For whatever reason, I've been noticing this for many years now, but top of the line Lexus products like the ultra luxury and the F Sport models, they tend to be the most refined and drive the cleanest. No idea why. Some people say it's because certain models are made in Japan and others are made in the US or in Canada. To be honest, that has very little to do with it. I've driven some vehicles that are made in Japan that feel like complete dumpsters, and others that are made in the US or in Canada that happen to be top trim levels and feel great to drive. So just all over the place. Regardless though, as promised at the beginning of this video, here's how you can save a substantial amount of money on new cars. You can check out AutoCompanion.com. AutoCompanion is one of the largest car brokers in the United States. He is primarily located in the Washington, D.C. area, but he is able to offer nationwide shipping. But shipping is something you have to pay extra for. Of course, if you pick up at DC, you can avoid that charge, but he's got pretty big discounts on many Lexus vehicles and other manufacturers as well, like on the more entry-level ES350s and ES300Hs, he's got about 10% off the MSRP, and that's before incentives. That's huge right there. But on the models that I tend to recommend, like the luxury and ultra luxury trim levels, he's only got 5% off MSRP. I've noticed that on some vehicles, his discounts have gone down ever since the tariffs were announced, but on other trims, his high discounts have remained, so it's kind of all over the place. AutoCompanion's website does update all the time with the latest information, so definitely keep up with this. Regardless though, this is a very powerful resource to save money and to get some of the best pricing in the United States. And of course, it's not just with Lexus. He's also got BMW, Mercedes, Audi, Volvo, Maserati, Infiniti, etc., along with some more economy branded vehicles as well, like Toyota, Mazda, Hyundai, Kia, Nissan, etc. But keep in mind, he does charge a broker fee to access these deals. He did say that if you go on his website and you fill out an inquiry form and you mention my channel, Meyn Motor Group, he did say that he'll take some money off of his broker fee, and I really appreciate him doing that for my audience, because he's not just saving us money with his deals, he's also saving us time and headache compared to traditional car buying. Plus, you don't have to worry about any junk fees like nitrogen fees, tin fees. There's none of those shenanigans that you have to deal with when you work with AutoCompanion and his partner dealerships. And as mentioned before, if you need help finding the right vehicle for you and your family, you can pay to book a call with me on my website, meynmotorgroup.com. All of these resources will be linked below in the description box of this video. If you found value with this content, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you again for watching. Take care and goodbye.